When I was growing up, my father taught in Folsom Prison in California. And I remember at night he would bring home the essays and the stories of his students, and he would read them to us like bedtime stories. Now those stories stick. You could feel the hopes and the dreams of so many of these individuals, but it was disheartening to realize that so many of these hopes and dreams would never be accomplished, that they lacked the resources and the opportunity to actually make them a reality. At that age, though, I had no idea of the magnitude of this problem. 12 million Americans cycle through its jails each year. 12 million. We spend $74 billion incarcerating that population. And what is the return that we see on that investment? More than half will return a short time after being released, the rate we call recidivism. So what are we doing with this literally captive audience during this time? How are we spending the time? We're showing daytime television. Jerry Springer. This is not a formula for success, especially when we know that the literacy rate is between 3rd and 5th grade, and especially when we know it works. It's been unequivocally shown that when you provide educational and vocational training to those who are incarcerated, it decreases recidivism by about 43%. For every dollar that you invest in this type of programming, you see $4 to $5 cost savings within the first 3 years, 4 to 5 years. Now, the challenge, though, is that this is operationally difficult. It's expensive to have in-person classes, and it is politically very challenging to spend money in this space. This is where Edovo comes in. At Edovo, we bring wireless networks and tablets into jails and prisons across the country. It grants them access to the Edovo platform, a curated collection of educational, vocational, and treatment resources. They can earn tangible things like a GED, college credit, or time off of their sentence. Not only can they begin these courses while they're incarcerated, but they can continue that progress post-release through any connected device through our Edovo Go platform. Now, I wish I could bring you all to prison with me. I'm in and out of jail all the time. But I do want to share at least one of those stories. I'll never forget, it was in a jail in one of the southern states of the United States. And a gentleman walked up to me at lunch, as happens many times. He had tears in his eyes, and he said, in his own words, "I'm a no good, dirty crook. I've been in and out of jail my whole life. But for the first time ever, I have a reason to stay out. My granddaughter was born last year. And I want nothing more than to be able to read her bedtime stories every night. But I can't read. I'm going to spend every hour I can on this platform to learn how to read." And he's done that as we watch that data come in. Edovo transforms these facilities. Not only does it transform the individuals, but the facilities themselves see improved quality across the board, decreased incidence of violence, improved behavior. And not only that, that's the piece of it that has helped us to grow very rapidly. We started with one prison in the East Coast, and now by the end of July, we'll be in 40 states of the 50 across the country. But it's just the beginning. I started by telling you about my father, who taught in Folsom Prison. His classroom was 20 students in a facility that was 4,000. We've reached over 30,000 students in just this short time. Edovo is exactly what America and what incarceration needs right now. We have to stop this revolving door and unlock the immense human potential that is perpetually behind bars. Thank you.